Namaskar, friends. Namaste. Welcome at Let's Spread Positivity, Jeho Foundation's global initiative. My name is Tarun Tiwari, and I am president of Jeho Foundation. Our foundation, in founded before 7 years, mainly for the betterment of society, of all section of society, upliftment, livelihood improvement. Jeho means victory in every aspects of life, physical, mental, and financial. Today, today we have very special guest with us, global expert Dr. Jayanta Choudhury. He is associate professor in National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, and he is also honorary director of Global Peace Let's Talk London, United Kingdom. Dr. Jayanta has wide experience of teaching, research in rural development from more than 2 decades. Dr. Jayanta is passionate, dedicated. We welcome you, Dr. Jayanta, at our platform, Let's Spread Positivity. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Sir, before we start our session, I just want to request you to please introduce yourself to our audience, our people.
You have already made a lot of things. I mean, good word, less good word. Again, it vibes a positivity for any speaker. So thank you very much for inviting me in this occasion to make discussion related to different aspects. Myself, as I mentioned that I came from the background of rural development. But rural development as a subject, I did my master's and PhD on rural development from Vishwabharati University. You may be well aware that it's established by our Rabindranath Tagore, and who having a lot of good experience on Tagore's thought on rural development, rather rural deconstruction. He used to call as a rural deconstruction. So I am from that background, but my family also from in rural area, so very nearby to the town Bolpur Shantiniketan place, and my father was a farmer as well as one small grocery shop. My mother housemaker definitely, and my one brother, younger brother, as a mentally retarded. Uh, that and my wife, she is also anthropologist, done her master's PhD in anthropology, and I have having one nice daughter of 8 years old. So this is my together as personally. So, but I started my career as a research assistant in the National Institute of Rural Development in Hyderabad in 2000, and then I moved to Agartala, Tripura, as a assistant professor, State Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj. And then 2006, I moved to Tripura University in the Department of Rural Management and Development that time, but now it is Department of Rural Studies. And there, after that, I came here in Govt. Right now, I am in National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, associate professor. But in the meantime, I am involved with some civil society organization like Bandhan Bank. Now it's a bank. Earlier it was a small microfinance institution. Then slowly grows and become. I am board member of Bandhan Financial Services Limited, which is the main holding company for Bandhan Bank, and I am also trustee of Financial Inclusion Trust and Northeastern Financial Inclusion Trust. And last year, I became the board of director of Forum for India Development Cooperation under RIS. You know that in Delhi-based organization under Ministry of External Affairs. This is the main think tank of Government of India related to the external affairs. So I'm in the board member for India Development Corporation. And in the meantime, few initiative I have taken like Netro Foundation, Northeastern Training Research and Advocacy Foundation is for whole Northeastern academic that I uh, tried to move. Now it has matured, and in the meantime, I become part of. I just initiated one another global platform for academician policymakers in the global forum for sustainable rural development, and now also as invited as an honorary director for the global peace. Let's talk. So altogether, my in and around my life, my academic and my professional journey, are all rural development. So I think, I believe, everything, all my everything is coming from rural. So this is my little bit.
This is your journey. So, coming to the next point, you know, as many factors decide your success, what is the biggest factor that has helped you to be successful?
Uh, Success, until I am not agree with the term of success. It's a very relative term, Sometimes if you look back, then it's like success. But if I want, then I have to work hard. And this is my mantra that every day I'm learning, every day some new thing now, new initiative, interacting with that. And I used to tell in my class also with my student that two things is very, very required. One is the hard work. There is no comparison, there is no compromisation in hard work. You have to work hard. There is not anybody, any field. So that is one. Second is the hard work, but it is also required you in my field. What I feel that it must be a passion. What work you do, that passion should be there. If it is a rural development, okay. If you are in your field, I'm sure that you have your passion for that. So these two things is there. If you love this thing, then automatically you will get the energy, whatever we call as the positive energy, and the energy will get. So these two things I still keep in there, and that always you must hunt for the learning. Everywhere you can learn. Everywhere you can learn. I used to learn a lot from my colleagues as well as my family. Even my daughter also is a good teacher for me. So every day I am learning, and my students. I mean, they are absolutely a good teacher for me. So students, because they are coming with the new thoughts, new ideas,
Right.
new things. So it's a great opportunity to being a teaching profession. I used to learn. So this is, I think it is a required.
Right. I agree with you, Dr. Jayanta, and I believe that teaching is the one profession that can create all other professions. So I
Thank
believe
you.
in
Thank
this,
you.
and I really appreciate that you feel good with your students. That's really great in you, Doctor. I just want to know what personal strength to do have. That would help you to succeed. What personal strength? Anybody?
Um, I have not seen in that way. There is any such word or anything. But as I mentioned, that okay, every day you do some work. Every day, don't stop. Do some work. It may be mistake. It may be good something, but keep rolling. That is important. That how we will go for the keep rolling is important. And success, as I mentioned you that when you think that you learn everything, and that time everything stop. But if you think that till you have to learn, and then there are many options, many ways to go. uh, that day you feel that you learn so many things, any subject, any issue, that day we stop everything. So what if you really mean that anybody, I mean, I came from that background, so I have to feel that where I am, I'm the luckiest person, maybe one of the luckiest person, that I'm getting some good salary, good remuneration, maybe good platform, good facilities. But there are millions of people are there, maybe more than talented, I mean, more talented than me. and but they could not get that. I'm lucky that my family, my parents, they have given me that opportunity with their all hard struggle. uh, I can recall few these things. My parents, they also work hard, and that is important, that you should not forget those things, and you have to go for that. Once you forget those, your basic thing, your background, your root, uh, then you are nowhere. I feel you are nowhere.
Right. I do agree with you. And my next question, as you know, our campaign, it's all about positivity, where leaders, change makers, people like you, celebrity, come and from all around the world and share their life learnings and positivity with us. So, as
Yeah,
positivity, would you like to share any incidents or positive learning experience with us?
see, positivity in that sense, that one thing is, you please don't harm anybody. This is one thing is required. Don't think even to harm to anybody. That is one. I mean, lot of things are there in and around. You will face challenges. People are there. Criticism will be there. But one thing is that you should not think for harm to anybody, because all your energy will go directed to those. Better keep yourself. You do your work, and each day you start and doing work, and you will get your result. And say, for example, when I just from a village, I entered to the small town Bolpur, and then I moved to Vishwati University. My friends, my class student, I mean, all these fellow friends, they few of them, they came from the English medium, so they are English speaking, the styles, the body language, everything was superior. Everything was, and I came from the village, and so everything, there was some problem. So I faced problem because this. So what I did, I that time I tried to manage I managed to buy uh, music system, so all the time, this all the time, in the night I was practicing, and again English in front of anything, whatever it's coming to me, I was just practicing again, rewinding again another. I'm just keep going on the. So why it is required? Because I know that I have to face challenge. I have the subject matter, rural development as such, no problem at all. But when I found that there is a problem, then you can't stop that. Okay, you can't give the any lame excuse. No, I am not from that background. How I can do? When I face
Yes.
these challenges, definitely I have to overcome. So even I that time I joined a club. I mean, Rotary Club. You know that there is a young
Yes.
thing, the wing called Rotaract.
Yes.
Rotaract. So I joined
Rotary.
the Rotaract. Rotaract. So people are there, because all are very, I mean, the rich people, their chaps are
Yes.
there. So I was, but that gave me one opportunity. Whenever there is a good something related to subject, say any, say global warming or something, they used to push me. You tell, because you are from university, you tell something. So that gave me a lot of encouragement. Public speaking, I don't have any idea of public speaking, how to tell, how to address, and those. So that gave me an opportunity. So every Saturday, every Sunday we used to meet, and then all the very rich people, no problem. But I took this thing that it is a advantage for me. I got this opportunity to speak in front, link with them. So that's why I'm telling, when there is a problem, if you think for problem only, there is no solution.
You
Knowing
need
this
to think
problem,
about
well,
solution.
uh, this is my weaknesses, I know that, but how to overcome those weaknesses? uh, I can tell you one another thing. because as I told you that my English was not good. I can't claim that my English is so good, but anyway, it was not that. So I went to a person, and he was a little bit mentoring Sujit Chatterjee in the very initial stage in the Shantiniketan. So what he told, asked me, like, what is your weaknesses, what is your strength, the SWOT analysis. Now I used to teach SWOT analysis, but that time it was not in mind. So what is your weakness? I used to tell I used to speak a lot. Then he told that usually this is your not your weaknesses, because all my friend used to tell, hey, so many you used to speak a lot, and then he told it is your not weaknesses, rather it is your strength. There are so many people are there who can't speak properly, so it is your strength. Only thing is that you need content. You need content to
Right.
speak. So your machine is ready, but you need some content, raw material. So what you have to
Preparation.
do, yeah, you have to read. So you go to the newspaper or something, you have to read. So some input must be there so that output will come.
And only
He
output,
told,
right?
so he told, and that was the magical word for me. And then we started. Yes, that can be. So God has given me that I can speak. This is. I thought it was my weaknesses, but he told no, it is your. And today, wherever I am getting salary, whatever I am trainer, I am a teacher because of that same thing. So that was the path breaking idea he gave me, and really I'm thankful to him. So there are many more people I came across who helped me in that way. Yeah, please.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with you. And my next question is, what advice would you give to someone starting out in your field or whatever people?
Sorry, you some
What
repeat. Can
what
you repeat?
advice what advice would you give to someone starting out जो शुरुआत कर रहा है उसको आप क्या advice देंगे?
No, no, no. Nothing to advise. Nothing to advise. Advice. We are not in the position to give the advice. But only thing is, I will tell. I will tell that the very beginning, the hard work is very important. Whatever. Yeah. You see, even my daughter when in the class 2. So I told the teachers also that I don't want to make my daughter like a doctor or scientist or something. No, I don't want. I want that whatever she wants to be, will try to give support only. She may be successfully in the dance, painting, or whatever it may be, will support. This is important. So everybody having some quality. Everybody having some quality. No need to impose something. Only thing is we have to understand what are the things we have inside. And
Right.
some people get opportunity, no doubt, but sometimes even you have to find out the opportunity, how to use the skill, how to others. There are many more skills. You in field of cricket, if you go to the field of football, any, there are many more people, but they are not getting right opportunity, right platform to perform. And that's why I can't say that now today I got this job, so I can't say that I should give advice. No, no, not at all. Rather, let them realize everybody is having their own background, own challenges. What I give advice may not be successful, but as I mentioned you, that hard work is very
Hard
important.
work. Yes.
Hard work. This is very crucial. Second is that as much as possible, uh, uh, you know, oh, everybody having some limitation. So you have to understand what is your limitation. That you can't
Yes.
do everything. You can't think that you can't do everything. No. So you have a limitation. You should know your limitation and accordingly try to overcome those limitations. If you know your problem, then it's a very easier. So time to time you should understand yourself first, talk to yourself, then you can realize yourself. No from outside, you can take support from these people, that book, that things, but first you have to understand yourself. yourself, what you think, what you have, then accordingly you can come out. That
That's really great. As Doctor, as you are an international published author, you have written, I think, more than 18 books or 18 book, I think, and 35 plus research articles. So, what is all about? How what motivates you to do all this tremendous work to publish a book or write a book?
thing is, in our profession, you have to survive. You have to survive. So if you don't publish, you will perish. So publication is required. Even till uh, I have to publish in some good journals, some good platform. I used to work in the rural development sector. So basically, rural development sector, in two sector I used to work in, mainly inclusive rural development. So even my PhD scholar, I have 6 PhD scholar, 3 already awarded. Uh, all the topic are related to inclusive rural development, different sector. And I used to work on the gender issues. I used to work on the financial inclusion. I used to work on the tribal issues. Uh, these are the few areas. So basically, writing articles and books is a mandatory for us. For you can take as a for promotion. It is our profession. There are many more academicians who are having numbers of good books, good articles. I'm sure till I have to come out with some more.
Okay. I thought writing book is a big deal, and you are telling that it's not a big thing. It's just a part of your work. You have global exposure, Dr. Jayanta. You have global exposure. You work with the World Bank and UNESCO project also. So tell us something about your work and what exactly rural development is and how we can contribute.
See, if you see, go to that. Now you came in my subject, so it's an opportunity for me to tell you. Earlier I was there, so now it's my bread and butter. So rural development. So don't take care. It's a little bit rural development. If you go to the development, i- it's a basically you go something change, something positive change. Okay. And then rural development, why we feel the development of the rural area and rural people. This is the basic understanding on there.
So,
And when we talk about the development, then development, we can't ignore the environment also. From where we are taking, we have to give back to that environment. So we used to work on the sustainable rural development, where the development of environment, development of people, and their people development means we used to call their economic as well as a social development. These are the area. So rural development, why in India and Southeast Asian countries, yeah, even African countries, mostly people are living in the rural areas. So
right.
their basic, livelihood depends on that agriculture or allied activities, mainly primary sector. Their dependence on the primary sector, comparatively backward in any indicator. If you can say they are backward from that urban areas, and as it there are miles to go. And we used to do the rural development and generally try to focus on that people again. I have to borrow the concept from Rabindranath Tagore, because I am from there. So the concept is that he
Yes.
believed that rural development, even it is not a good word, it's a rural reconstruction. People having everything, people having everything. Only thing is we have to nurture, nothing else, nothing else. No extra support, no extra aid is required. Even the Gandhian thought also on rural development and other. They never believe that something should come from outside. Where outside that? But in the village, they know themselves. They know all the things. So this way, in various sectoral project, as you mentioned, I had a chance to work even UNICEF Bangladesh on the issue of child labor. I work in the ILO related project on child. Some livelihood issues, Indo-German project, and many more. Recently, in the rural development institution, I am working in the MORD, Ministry of Rural Development project. Even Ministry of Tribal Affairs, a lot of project we lead, ICSSR and other. But all are in and around surrounding to the our effort is research and training and definitely doing some work, some organization. Even I have started one social enterprise because I believe that practicing and practice and theory, I mean, made for each other. Until and unless we practice, we can't be a good teacher. So recently, everywhere I am coining the term butterfly model of teaching. So butterfly model, as butterfly having four wings. So I am taking that teaching also, that teaching, training, practicing, and social commitment. These four are essential for a modern teacher. If you want to be a good teacher, you must be a researcher. You must be a good teacher itself. The teaching is required, but you need to practice those things. What we talk, we should practice. Most of the
Right.
cases we never practice. I mean, हवा में बोलते हैं, so that we practice, and
Usually,
a teacher must have, yeah, must have a social commitment. These are the four wings I believe in the modern teaching. So this is my little bit effort. Yeah.
yeah, that's really great, doctor. And as you are honorary executive director of Global Peace Let's Talk, what is your work about, and what role you are playing in this position?
Um, it's a budding. It is again a budding. All the in the structural things are going on. But when I go, they invited me on the issue. Um, then peace. Ultimately, any development goal is the peace. Until and unless you have the peace, is a meaningless. Which
Right.
development you are talking? So peace, maybe in different field, it looks like there is a subject of peace, conflict management, or I am from the man of rural development. Hardly there is a link, but no, there is a link, and this is very, very important. So ultimately, whether you are talking about the economic development, you are talking about the social development, you are any kinds of development, but the end, you need a peaceful sleeping in the night.
Right.
Until unless it is there, so meaningless, useless. You may have enough money, but if there is a mental peace, it's a meaningless. A country, say for example, recently it is happening to the Myanmar. What development now you are thinking? Until unless there is a peace, so it is required. Sometimes development and peace is together. When there is a more development, more peace. If it's a more violence, less development. It is happening everywhere. I am in the northeastern states. So we are habituated. You know that. As you are also from India, it is happening. When development progress, automatically insurgency and other situation will reduce. And when they are coming, the more insurgency, more conflict, the development will reduce. So it is important that more development. Now your address is whether you will stop those negative energy or you will progress toward the development. So peace and rural development, even I believe the ultimate goal of any development is the happiness and peace. So that's why this organization. Now I am looking after that rural development, as I mentioned, it's my passion, it's my subject. Now I would like to, as it's the international platform, and even I also from this global platform for sustainable rural development. Maybe the dimension is little bit different, but I would like to put this rural development in the global level. People have to think. People have to think on that, and they have to come out. The rural development, whatever my effort I can do, I would like to the rural development in the subject as a activities we would like to reach through global peace. Let's talk.
Thank you, Dr. Jayanta. You are really passionate, dedicated, and true with your vision, firmly focused on origin of peace and harmony. We really we are feeling blessed that you joined us. Our campaign, as our campaign, it's all about positivity, and more than 29 countries are listening us and will listen us after this posting this video. So I would like to request you one message for our universal followers, I mean all follower of Jeho Foundation. What is your message? Because uh, at this present time, most of the people are suffering from this pandemic crisis. So, any suggestion you want to give?
Uh, Yeah, this is the timely program. Let's spread positivity everywhere. If you see that in the social media and everything, we are simply just. I mean, now in the family also, my kids also, everybody is suffering because of the negative things. People are not
Yes,
coming with the good thinking, not coming with the good messages. Also, everywhere you will see that negative thinking, negative approach, negative information, even negative information, fake information.
yes, great.
That's all the media. I don't know. They should have take a concrete role. Few things are coming. Say for example, even in the coming several time it is coming in my mind the rural development. See, in the rural development a lot of self-help group. The self-help group, numbers of
SHG,
self-help
yes,
groups, the rural women, they are playing a very vital role in the time of the COVID. They are preparing the mask.
yes,
They are
right,
preparing the one lakhs liter of sanitizer, hand sanitizer. In the Kerala, they are making almost 1,300 community kitchen in the time of COVID. If you go to the Haryana, they are running some these kinds of community kitchen concept, maybe in the other name. Everywhere there are good initiative. Even you can see that during the massive failure, I mean oxygen crisis and other. I mean, Christian, Muslims, Hindus, all together we are fighting, we are working with that. But it is coming in the news that always we the negative news. But there are a lot of good stories, good initiative indeed. We should focus on those as much as possible. The good information should come to us so that our next generation, our future generation should know. Otherwise, they are also carrying the negative things, negative atmosphere everywhere. So your program, this Let's Spread Positivity, is an absolutely excellent program, and that's why even when I agreed to join with you, because that the word itself is a positivity is very important. Now it's the time has come. It is important. People are suffering a lot, and suffering and because they become panic because of the negative news, negative
yes,
propaganda,
yes,
propaganda. But some good studies, positive studies are there in and around. We should think on those, and that can create I mean, positive vibes. People will get the strength. So that's your program is absolutely correct in this junction. It is very needy, and as much as possible, other media house also follow this. Otherwise, it looks like na, every day it's look like if you open a I mean TV channel, you feel sick. Even a person will feel sick. That's why it's important. This program, I thank you, your channel, and your team for making this kinds of program. As much as possible, you call more people and let it spread
we
this
started.
positive.
Dr. Jayanta, thank you so much, doctor. And we started with very few people, some of my Bollywood friends and local friends, and now we are, more than 30 countries. So it's a great pleasure for us, and it's overwhelming response. We are very thankful to all our viewers, and I just want to tell one message before we end this session, that we are very big nation. 138 crore population is very big, more than 80 or 90 countries of the world. So we need to understand this thing, that we are not that much bad situation. I mean, we can do, we can, we can win this corona battle.
Yeah,
So stay positive, be positive, stay with us, Stay tuned. We'll meet very soon.
We'll
Thank you
stand
so
up.
much.
We'll stand up together. Surely.
Yes.
Surely. Yeah.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you for sharing your story,
Thank you.
your things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.